Okay.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. This is Silver Tent TV. I'm your host, Siobhan A Riordan, along with my dog Elsa, who occasionally can join in. Silver Tent is a global online community for women over 50. It's a place where women who have dreams that have yet to be realised, visions of things they want to create, can come and be supported, encouraged and nurtured. It's also a place that's a platform for women of wisdom. When we reach our 50s and 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, we've been round the wheel a few times, and we have a lot of experience and wisdom to share. And Silver Tent is all about, it's a movement of women that are challenging that thing that life is over at 50. And today I'm delighted to welcome Rana Rodger, who is the founder of the Alchemy Garden and has been running it for the last 4 years. A very warm welcome to you, Rana.
Hello there, everybody. Hi.
And we're wonderfully joined by Pip, who is one of Rana's guests at the moment, and who's going to share a little bit with us in a moment about her experience of being in the Alchemy Garden and staying there. So, Rana, you began, and it's a very powerful story that you have to share, because you began the Alchemy Garden when you were 56, 4 years ago. And can I say, looking good, honey?
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the story behind the Alchemy Garden and how it came into being.
Okay, I actually manifested it 25 years ago, but it's only recently that it's become the Alchemy Garden. It became as a result of a dream I had to create a space where people could reach their fullest potential and realise their dreams. And I actually manifested it through visualisation, and then I was brought to this place. And the moment I was brought here, I knew that this is what I needed to do. To cut a long story short, I actually only had £5,000 at the time, and it was for sale for 78,000. And it's just proof that if it's something you're meant to do, the money will come, and the support you need will come. And yeah.
So I'm going to pick up with you the thread about the money in a moment, but tell me, what was it that you experienced when you went to the site that made you think?
Basically, yes, it's the wildness of the place. It's the fact that you can't hear any traffic in the distance. It is so peaceful. I don't know if you can hear at the moment the cicadas. The amount of wild butterflies here that you just don't see anymore. It was basically, I'm an energy healer, and it was the energy here and the nature spirits. That's what brought me here.
And it looks beautiful, you know, as I'm looking at the landscape behind you and Pip. It looks absolutely stunning, and because we're at 40 degrees there, and it's only 11:30 in the morning for you. So thank you, both of you, for being willing to sit out there so that we can get a feeling. So you mentioned something really interesting then. You said, you know, I had £5,000 and it cost 74. So how did that
78
transpire?
Okay, I was staying nearby, and I used to cycle up here. I do meditation, and I used to come up every day and sit in the spot up here and meditate and visualize that it had already happened, visualize that I was already the guardian of the place. And I think because there's infinite possibilities, there's infinite futures that can arise from each given moment. If we connect to the future that we choose and we align ourselves to that vibration as if it's real, there's no way it can't happen. And that's what I did. I sort of imagined myself, I thought, wow, I could do that there. I'll create a rockery there. I could do this, I could do that, as if it had already happened, basically. And that's how it worked.
And because it's so aligned with the Silver Tent and, you know, so much of what we're about. And that I find your story so inspiring, that you're a real example of that, the power of making that choice. You know, Goethe often says that once we make the decision that this is the path we're going to take, Providence will provide.
Yes.
And I think it's a beautiful story about that. And so if I'm sitting here in the audience and I'm listening to you and I'm thinking this is beautiful, so tell me what it's like as a guest coming along, Rana, to the Alchemy Garden. What can I expect?
Okay, well, I have two main bedrooms. There's a double bed in each bedroom and a single bed with a bathroom to the side and a long kitchen dining room. When people come here, we all cook together and eat together. If it's sunny, we'll eat on the big table here out under the trees. If it's not, we'll eat in the kitchen. All the rooms have French doors that open up onto a balcony that goes all the way around the house into the garden, and there's a swimming pool, and it's 90 minutes from Toulouse, so it's very easy to get to, and I can do airport pickups for a small fee, so it's easily accessible.
That sounds beautiful. Already I'm salivating here and oh,
Okay.
So and do you do kind of specific retreats for people, or is it just a general come bed and breakfast?
Okay.
How does it work? What
Okay.
can you offer?
People can come on a bed and breakfast, or they could come on a week and I do the cooking. It's mostly vegetarian or vegan cooking, a lot of vegetables from the garden that I've grown or from local markets. People can come on a walking holiday and I take them to very, very special sites around the place. There's one particular which is one of the most powerful and feminine energy that I've ever gone to. It's called La Madeleine, because it's said that Mary Magdalene has visited this part of France. And also people can do art courses for people who think they can't paint, and I show them that they can. So you can choose, or just come and relax in this.
It sounds beautiful. And Pip, this is a lovely moment to bring you in as someone that's there as a guest. Tell us a bit about your experience in the Alchemy Garden.
It's been really refreshing. It's so peaceful here and you can really just relax and unwind. You know, like I haven't been connected to the outside world for about 2 weeks, but I haven't missed it, and it just kind of puts you in touch with yourself again.
It's a lovely way of putting it. And Rana, I want to pick up that thread about the art as well, because that's how you and I first connected. I was so drawn to your beautiful, powerful art, and it's a lot of your artwork is very kind of it's global, it's international, particularly the way you depict women and the kind of the female, the feminine. So tell us a bit about your art.
Okay, my art, I never know what's going to come out. I like to have all my equipment, paints, rollers, whatever, laid out around me. And I sort of go into an empty space, you could call it meditation, whatever, to empty my mind. If I've got things in my mind, I'll dance, ground myself, whatever, so that I'm like a vessel. I don't know what's going to come through. And that's the way I like to work, to almost like a child playing. So I'll play around with a roller or something, and then I'll say, oh, that looks a bit like a hill. Let's follow that hill. Let's see where that hill takes us. And that's the way I work. And I like to inspire people who think they can't paint to follow that thread. And that's how I can help them.
It sounds lovely. I'm feeling so called. You've got me. You've hooked me. I'm looking at that beautiful environment around you. I love the idea of the swimming pool and being able to swim, you know, throughout the day and just jump in, especially when there's the kind of heat. And then that idea of being able to create and picking up on what Pip said, that sense of, I'm reminded of a song by Macy Gray, I Want to Take a Moment to Myself. And that's what I feel as you're talking there. Well, if people want to contact you, how do they go about doing that?
Okay, I've got a website, which is www.thealchemygarden.com, and there's loads of photographs on there and information.
So we've just frozen for a minute. I'm going to babble until the internet connection kind of kicks in. And I will obviously share those contact details in the post and on YouTube as well, so that anyone that's interested can still contact Rana. I'm going to sign off now because we've, I think, run over time a little bit. So you can see beautiful Rana and Pip on the screen. And thank you for being here and for joining us. And I really hope you find your way to the Alchemy Garden in the same way that I have. Ah, they're back. There we go. So I did some wonderful babbling, and as you both disappeared, and I reassured everyone I'm going to put all the information in there about how to get in touch with you.
Thank you.
And I was saying, I'm sure many are going to be like me and are going to come and join you over there. And I'm particularly going to go for the creative art retreat with you. I think that sounds gorgeous. So, Rana, can I thank you, and Pip especially, for joining us here today. I think you're an amazing inspiration for any woman watching this who thinks that life might be over because they've entered the autumn or the winter of their lives. You are a fantastic example that no,
it's the beginning.
Yeah, it's just the beginning, and that's what I really feel from you. So my heartfelt thanks to you for making the time to be with us.
Thank you so much, Siobhan. Thank you.
Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. May the sun shine in your heart, even if it's not in your skies. Farewell.